It's the Brian Lehrer Show on WNYC. I'm Tiffany Hansen in for Brian here this Friday. Time for us to spend a bit of time with our colleagues from Radiolab. It's a show that talks science and philosophy and human stories and makes them feel a little bit like music. The Radiolab hosts are Lulu Miller and Latif Nasser, and they're here with two questions. First of all, what is the sweetest thing you have ever tasted? And second, what gives you goosebumps? Not like I'm cold goosebumps, but like the chills, right? Hearing a piece of music that maybe stops you in your tracks. Those are two questions that are at the center of a live show called The Sweetest Thing and the Holy Shiver, which Radiolab hosts Lulu Miller and Latif Nasser are bringing to the Tribeca Festival on Tuesday, June 9th, so coming up this coming week. We'll talk with Lulu and Latif about what they have planned for the event, and also we'll open up the phones. So, Lulu, Latif, welcome to the show.
Hey,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Great
Nice
to be here.
Nice to talk to you guys again. Okay. And listeners, we'd love to have you in this conversation as well. The sweetest thing you've ever tasted. What makes you shiver with awe? 212-433-9692. You can call us. You can text us at that number. Okay, you guys are going to be at the Tribeca Festival on June 9th. What are people walking into? Because this isn't really like a listening to just a taping of the show, right?
Yeah, so Radiolab has been around for over 20 years. We love to delight the ears, but we wanted to try something different. So we're doing this show that's like really an experiential delight for taste and for touch. We have all kinds of surprises. We have tastings, we have live music. We're going to be trying to create goosebumps. Like, we're going to try to move you to the degree that it registers on your skin. We're not sure if we'll pull it off, but it's kind of this mix of focusing on other senses.
Tastings like food tastings, or can you tell us maybe without exactly giving away too much?
Well, I'll just tell you kind of the genesis of the project, and then that'll maybe, I think, help explain and motivate what the tastings we're doing.
You.
So basically, the taste portion of this started with a question that I got from my kids. They were in the back of the car, and we were listening to the U2 song, "The Sweetest Thing," if you know it. Great song.
Yeah.
And they just asked me. They were like, "Well, what is the sweetest thing? What actually is the sweetest thing that you could eat?" And I was like, I have no idea. And that then sent me kind of on a quest to try to find what actually is the sweetest thing that you can eat. And there is a kind of the chemists have figured out a scale to measure sweetness and to rank sweet things against each other. But the scale is a little bit controversial. People think that it doesn't quite correspond to the way we taste and experience sweetness. So for this show, we're bringing a bunch of people who are experts in sweetness, including Claire Saffitz and Sam Seneviratne, amazing sweet dessert people. And they're going to help us, and the audience too, going to help us taste a bunch of things to be like, is this really the sweetest thing?
Sweetness experts.
That's right.
Listeners, what is the sweetest thing you've ever tasted? 212-433-9692. Latif, I'm going to throw maybe a wrench and say, talking about the sweetest thing I was thinking about this. What's the sweetest thing I've ever tasted? And I'm going to say that it changes over time because, for example, I have in my life said, I'm not going to eat as much sugar anymore. And so then I cut way back on my sugar intake. And then when I go and have a bite of cantaloupe, I think that is the sweetest thing I have ever tasted.
Right.
And so it's relative. And so there isn't maybe there isn't an answer. Maybe there isn't an answer.
So this is an ongoing fight between the chemists and the psychologists. If there is, I mean, we've talked to so many different experts, including psychologists, who basically argued that sweetness, yeah, we taste sweetness differently. We taste sweetness differently between people. My sweetness might not be the same as your sweetness. Something that is too sweet for me is not as sweet for you, or whatever. But then also even within ourselves, like whatever nutrients you're deficient in, or whatever you grew up eating, whatever you've been eating recently, just as you said, that there is this huge range of like what we experience as sweetness. And it's it kind of, it gets very philosophical very quickly of like, what even is sweetness? How what do we mean when I say something sweet and when you say something sweet? Are we even saying the same thing?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's bring Timothy in the conversation. Timothy, I have a feeling you might be a bit biased based on your location because you're in Vermont, but let's hear the sweetest thing.
Yes. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yes, I am biased. Maple syrup, son of a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Son of
Now,
a
do you go
gun.
straight out of the bucket? Do you go straight out of the tapping bucket?
Well, I've tapped trees before. But the thing about maple syrup is that it's actually, as far as sugars go, relatively speaking, it's very healthy for you.
Oh, see, I hear that bias coming in again. Timothy, from Vermont, talking about maple syrup. You guys, we're running out of time, of course, too quickly here, but I want to get to the other part of this show, which is the holy shiver. So it's not just about taste. It's about this notion that we get goosebumps from what? Hearing something, hearing someone's voice, hearing music. Is it somehow related to emotion? So tell us what the holy shiver is, Lulu.
Yeah, so the holy shiver is this, it's an older phrase that was from a German psychologist who kind of theorized that predators and prey both get this little goosebump, like a prey gets.
So this is a real phrase. The holy shiver isn't something you guys just made up.
No, it's a real phrase. And the writer, Carmen Maria Machado, got very interested in it and wrote to us saying, wait, but how do goosebumps really work? Is there any truth to this idea? And why hasn't Radiolab done a Goosebumps episode? It really feels like you should have. And so we are remedying this wrong by taking on goosebumps, the kinds that are caused by that sort of more numinous. Sometimes it's awe. Sometimes it's being moved by seeing people be kind. Maybe it's seeing a whale breach. Maybe it's music. And trying to understand why would your tiny muscles beneath your skin be getting involved in this? Why would they be prickling your skin? And the sort of ideas about that and the science behind it is, we thought this might be a one note quick go get an answer, and it blossomed into this whole incredible world of research that some of which we'll be dealing with in the live show, and some of which will be turning into an episode as well.
Well, because, right, whatever happens on your skin begins in your brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And one of the ideas, so there are these researchers who figured out a way to give people goosebumps experimentally, this kind of being moved by goosebumps. And they kind of put you in a machine, give you goosebumps, and look at your brain. And they found that the patterns in the EEG are really similar to your brain on drugs, on LSD.
Ruh-roh. Okay.
And so, but the idea is that maybe your body, it's at a moment of just hitting the limits of your cognition, like
Got it.
understanding something new. And so your body is saying, pay attention. There might be something new for us to learn right now.
Lulu, we have 30 seconds. One of you jump in and tell us the details on this event, quick.
Okay, well, so it's on next Tuesday, June 9th at 6 p.m. It's called The Sweetest Thing in the Holy Shiver. It's part of the Tribeca Film Fest, and it will be down in Tribeca at the BMCC Tribeca Performing Arts Center. And you can go get tickets at tribecafilm.com/audio. And they are starting to sell out, is what I heard. So come do it and play and taste and try to be moved by us. We would love to see you there.
Love to see that.
Yeah, yep. That is Lulu Miller and Latif Nasser from Radiolab talking about their show coming up, as Lulu said, here this coming week on the 9th, 6 to 7 p.m. at the Tribeca Festival. Lulu, Latif, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.